Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Zesty Thoughts with your host, Anabla. Welcome to episode 59. I'm going to embrace the sunglasses today because I did, in fact, run out of my allergy medication on Monday night. Last night, which was Tuesday night, did not have any to take. And I did actually go to CVS yesterday. I fully had the opportunity to buy it. And I just did not remember. Was not in my checklist, shopping list, to-do list. So I'm kind of going through the ringer today. Literally one night without it. And I'm like blowing my nose constantly. My eyes are puffy. And I do in fact have a headache that I have a feeling it's one of those headaches. I get sinus headaches a lot. It's not going to go away. I am allergic to cats. I've had cats my whole life. I live with a cat and I would not trade her for the world ever. I would literally put up with my allergies forever to be with her. But I can't live without the Allegra. Y'all don't understand. I literally cannot live without the Allegra. So I'm just going through it. I will be going to CVS today and restocking. I cannot believe that I let myself run out because today is just going to suck and I'm embracing it. It's so fine. It's so fine. I'm going to push on through. I did want to start off the episode strong with all of my horror movie reviews for the week. I watched some wicked ones this week, some like psychologically wicked ones. Definitely up as far as ratings go compared to last week's films. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. I watched Outside. What is Outside? That's so crazy that I can't even remember what it's about. Outside. What was that movie about? Oh my God. I gave it a 6.5, but maybe I should give it a lower rating. Outside film. Oh, okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like I should have given it a better rating. So Outside was a Filipino horror. It's giving zombie. And like I said in last week's episode, I'm iffy about zombie movies. Maybe that's why I gave it a lower rating, but the acting was impeccable. All in all, like the story was really good. There was some tea. Oh, there was some tea. I'm not going to spill any of the tea because I don't want to spoil these movies for you guys, but now I'm feeling like I should have given it a higher rating. All in all, it was really good. Great acting, strong storyline, good tea. So maybe I'll give it like a 7.5 or an 8.5. I did in fact literally forget what the movie was when I saw the title. So like, I feel like it shouldn't get like the best rating ever. But once I was reminded, like, girl. Anyway, on to the next. I watched The Cursed. This was really good. There's anything I love a period film. Girl, I love a period film. Any type of period film or television show, I'm just going to like automatically rate higher. I'm telling you right now, I'm like fully biased. I'm admitting the bias. Okay. So this was, I don't want to give it away. I want to like gab about this one because I really liked it. I literally gave it a 9.5. You know, it's giving colonizer and witchcraft and like all of like the tropes and like really like rage baity-esque like ideas and themes. It's all like smashed into one. Acting was also really good. The ending to me was also super rage baity, like, but in a good way. So I give it a 9.5. The Cursed. Go watch it. Okay. Circling back from last week's episode. Last week I watched 28 Days Later. This week I watched 28 Weeks Later. And I don't know why I didn't write a rating down. I was going to give this a higher rating compared to the 28 Days Later. I did like actually enjoy and like want to watch like, and like want to finish 28 Weeks Later more than the first film 28 Days Later. So that's just like my opinion on the comparison. Significantly better film. Way more like action and like suspense. And yeah, I really liked it. I guess I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. I wasn't like obsessed with it, but like I did enjoy it. And I was like on the edge of my seat during parts of it. So really good. Okay. We're getting to the meaty one, y'all. This next film that I watched, I remember when the trailer came out and I was like, immediately like, I need to see this film. And then I proceeded to wait, like, I don't know, however many years. It's been years since it came out and I finally watched it. I don't know why it took me so long. And I regret not watching it sooner because I gave this a 10 out of 10. This is my first 10 out of 10. Okay. I remember seeing the trailer and being like, okay, first of all, the cast, what was the budget for this film? Because the cast is literally insane. Florence Pugh, like, it's just like, girl. To top it off, it is based on like a dance studio. And like, I grew up doing dance and I love dance. Don't get me wrong. But I just feel like any like horror with like themes in and around like dance, I'm just thinking Black Swan-esque type beat. I don't know. It can be kind of spooky. And like people have like very mixed, very like emotionally and spiritually kind of like taxing relationships with dance. I mean, maybe specifically more like ballet type dance. But like I feel like a dark thematic like dance film. Oh, it's just gonna get me every time. It's gonna get me every time. So when I saw the trailer for Suspiria, I was like, girl, I gotta see this. Waited too long. Finally saw it. This is my first 10 out of 10 for the horror movie ratings. Yeah, this movie's insane. I like really don't want to say anything, but it is everything that I like wanted it to be. It was very, 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 very like, it left me like uncomfortable, like most of the film, which I love. Obviously, that's like the whole point of a horror film, when you're like kind of like the whole time. It was super satisfying. And the ending was like very, 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 very satisfying. I loved the cinematography. So I literally can't say enough about this film. Just go watch Suspiria if you have not seen it. It's a little dark. It's a little twisted. There's some gore. So like, I'm just warning you. You know, Hereditary, Midsummer, like if these kind of films, like if those kind of horror films you fuck with, like you're gonna love this. If you've seen either of those films and you like are like, not for me, then like maybe avoid this, especially the end. So on to the next. Okay, this was up there with the high rated films. Me and my parents were like, okay, let's watch a horror movie. Like, what should we watch? Like trying to find one. And I had like a whole list, but I was like watching trailers and I was not. So when I was trying to pick out a horror movie, and I like have a whole list of ones I wanted to watch, but I was like watching the trailers and like none of them were giving. So I stumbled across Stepford Wives, the original. I think it's 1975, and I'd never seen it. And you always hear people joking and like quoting like, oh, she's giving Stepford Wives. And like, I never like really understood that. Like I think I got like the undertone that people were giving, like the whole like strict, like, you know, anal housewife or like drugged housewife type, like archetype. That's what I always like thought it was. But like I'd never seen Stepford Wives. I didn't know the reality of what it was about. So I could never like personally relate to like making that kind of comment. Anyway, this movie I gave a 9.5 out of 10. I was like also like rage baited the entire time. It was super like frustrating. Like it was like, oh, you know, and I just like loved every second of it. I did feel like this is like one of those movies that's kind of like ahead of its time and like timeless. So like I think people now would be able to watch it and also be like frustrated and like, you know, it's like satisfying to watch even now, considering all of like the desensitization that we have towards like horror and thriller and like psychological stuff. It's really, really good. I also feel like it's like a pertinent theme to like a lot of people my age now. We're like all coming to this like realization, I guess specifically as like young women, if I'm gonna go there, where there's like very much like a large divide and like a large diversity of like desires for like women and their role in the household, and like also just like the dynamics between husband and wife. So anyway, not to go on like a full-blown rant about it, but I'm gonna leave it at that. It's really, really good. If you are like a feminist, you're probably also gonna be super rage baited by this, or just in general. I don't know. If you're like not for the whole like nuclear family type shit, this is gonna give you some massive rage bait. So I would suggest watching it if you've never seen the original. I know there's a remake with, I think, Nicole Kidman. I forget. I remember seeing like the poster for it. I've never seen the remake either. So like I had no clue. I went into this blind. I loved every second of it. Anyway, next film I watched was called Hagazusa. This I think I need to watch again, okay? Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm like watching movies and I like will low-key scroll. I'll low-key doom scroll while I watch movies. I will fully admit to that. This was one of those movies that moved so incredibly slow, not even in a bad way, like it just moved slow. This is one of those types of movies that just moved so incredibly slow. There's very limited dialogue, so maybe I was just not in the right headspace to receive it. I don't know. I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I'm going to make that like a tentative rating because I might rewatch it. There were some really sick and twisted scenes. So I will say that like it's worth a rewatch. I would say it's worth a watch, but it's one of those films you need to probably sit down, zero distractions, and you need to be ready to like buckle in. From what I remember, it's also pretty long, and just appreciate it for what it is. It's art. It's not just like dialogue, storyline, progressing, da 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 da. It is like you have to kind of watch it. And I'll be so honest, I don't really think I did the best job of that. So I am going to rewatch that probably sometime this week, and then I'm going to return with like an actual rating. Because from what I absorbed from it, I would give it like a 7 or 7.5. But I do think that if I actually sit with it and watch it like and give it the respect that it deserves, it will probably receive a higher rating. So, last film of the week, I watched Daniel Isn't Real. This movie I feel very conflicted with. I feel like the acting was a little like, I don't know, not super convincing at times. So that kind of got in the way of like my ability to enjoy it, I guess. I also feel like the dialogue was a little like predictable, a little gimmicky, a little like cheap. Maybe that's like a really hot take. I did kind of like the concept as a whole, but this was one of those movies that for me, it was super predictable. And as I've said time and time again, that shit grinds my gears. I don't fuck with it. So I'm giving it a 6.5. I don't know if it deserves that. I guess maybe it really deserves probably like a 5 out of 10. This is one of those movies that like, I don't think I would like watch again, and I don't think I would recommend to people. So maybe it deserves less than a 5. But it is what it is. Like I said, that's the end of my reviews for the week. If anybody has recs, please let me know. I'm probably going to rewatch the Hagazusa, and I want to get into some like more older horrors this week. If anybody has like some obscure shit, some like not rated shit, like Skinamarink type shit, let me know. I did already see Skinamarink in theaters, and that shit was like twisted. So I'm trying to experience that. Okay. Please send recs for like sick and twisted shit. Okay. On to the next topic. I wanted to give my sis Camila a shout out. My girl Camila, she's professional model, and girl got a NYX campaign, and she's literally an Ulta bitch. She's in Ulta. She's inside Ulta. So I'm gonna post a little pic here because she's so cute. And I was literally scrolling Pinterest because I've been trying to like trade out my doom scrolling on like Reels and TikTok for scrolling on Pinterest. It's giving vision board, and I feel like it's a little bit more of like a lifestyle and like vision board-esque, like I don't know, it's giving less like doom scroll mental spiral, and it's more like, okay, I can add to my vision board and like work on like brainstorming for my artist project, and like it's a little bit more of a creative outlet for me, my Pinterest. So like I've been doing that, and I was scrolling on Pinterest and I saw an ad with Camila for NYX. I literally saw the ad for the like Halloween makeup campaign. It's so cute. So I'm gonna post that here too. Shout out to Camila. If you want to go follow like a really like sweet, loving up and coming model, please go follow her and support. She really is like such an angel, and she's like a girl's girl, and she's like the shit. So go follow her and keep up with her like amazing career. She posts cute little TikToks too, like get ready with me's, and she does like little unboxing things. So go follow her like now. Go follow her right now. I'm gonna put her IG in the description of the episode, and like maybe her TikTok and shit too. So go support. I had a really fun experience this last weekend. I went to a yoga class, and it was outdoors. It was like on a rooftop in Santa Monica. So I'm going to shout out R&B yoga. I love yoga. I've like always been into yoga, like the meditative aspect mixed with moving your body. I love it so much. This was a really cool experience. It was an R&B yoga session. So everybody first of all, go follow R&B yoga. If you're into R&B and you're into yoga, you 100% should hit up one of these classes. This was really, really fun experience. The yogi was great. Her flow was amazing. And she has such a beautiful mindset and energy. And I don't know, just such a cool thing. There was like a live DJ that was playing this specific session was like Jordan Ward in rotation. So it was really cool. But I don't know. She was like, yeah, next weekend we're doing like the weekend, and then we're having a shot day. And I was like, girl, I want to go to the shot day one. What the hell? So anyway, you get the concept. Like each like session is like a different like R&B artist on rotation. And it was really, really cool. The best part about it was that it was on a rooftop. I've never really done yoga outside. If I'm being so honest, I've only ever done yoga in like a studio or indoors in like my home. So this was a really cool experience for me, and now I get it. I get why like I see all the girlies doing yoga like outside in the grass, like in parks and stuff. I fully understand now, being able to like reach up and like extend in poses and like look at the sky was super, super, super cool. It was very like refreshing flow. And I loved every second of it. So I can't like praise R&B yoga enough. Please go follow them. I don't know if all their events are free, but I don't know. Go hit it up. This was a free event. I just literally RSVP'd and it was super sick. So go hit them up. Check their IG. And if you're looking for like a fun yoga like sesh, go check it out. I don't know if they're going to do rooftop for much longer because the weather's starting to take a turn. I guess I'm going to segue now into the next segment of the pod with this. But for those of you that don't know, we did have a tornado warning in Los Angeles. I'm now beginning to like fully and firmly believe that like our weather people in California are like a little dramatic. If I do say so myself. This is like the second time I feel like this year that there's been like first of all, like the tsunami warning when there was like that earthquake in, was it Russia? That was like, okay, come on, y'all. It ended up just being like waves that were like slightly bigger than normal. I was like, really? Tsunami warning? Come on. And I live like by the beach. So I was like, tsunami warning? I was like a little tripped out by that. But this was kind of one of those things also where it was like, yeah, there's gonna be a storm coming through and high winds. I didn't see wind. Maybe it just wasn't like where I was in LA, and I just didn't see any wind. There was like basically no wind yesterday and the day before. I just feel like they were being dramatic, and yeah, I don't know what the whole tornado thing was about, but that did not happen clearly. But we had one, and like I saw this like TikTok about it, and all the comments were like, wait, California, like where are we supposed to hide? We don't have like, what are we supposed to do? What the hell? Since when do we have tornado warnings? That's crazy. Our buildings are not built for that, y'all. And I was like, well, if there's like literally a tornado, like I don't know where to go. I only have like one closet in my house that like doesn't have windows. Everywhere else in my house is like literally windows. So I was like, well, I guess we'll all just have to go cram that closet if anything happens. Because we like don't have cellars out here, y'all. We don't have basements, nothing. It is what it is. I did want to shout out last, I guess, segment of the pod. I am gonna be having a gig next week. So if you're based in LA and you have nothing to do next Thursday, come through. I'm going to be playing in downtown. It's this really cool spot called Rudolph's Bar and Tea. It is at like a hotel. It's in like a hotel lobby. But valet is cheap. I think it's like 10, 15 bucks for like 3 hours. And this spot is really cool. They have like tea-based drinks. It's really the vibe. Like it's like earthy, kind of like the lobby kind of reminds me of like the Californian hotel at Disneyland. I'll post a picture here for reference. It's not giving cabin as much as this, but yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool spot. So come chill. I will be playing some like new songs. I'll be playing a new song. So please come through and just chill and vibe. So I'm going to put the ticket link in the description of this pod episode. It's also going to be on my Anabla IG. So please go follow and check that out. It's also on my Spotify, under like events. So if you don't already, follow me on IG, and the link will be in that bio. And go follow me on Spotify too. I'm trying to rack up Spotify followers, y'all. So please go check that out and support. And if you have nothing to do on a Thursday night, come chill with me. I don't know when I am in the lineup, but I know the doors open at 7. So just come chill and vibe. I'll be chilling there all night. So come vibe with me. And anyway, that's going to wrap up today's episode, y'all. Short and sweet. I had a pretty chill week. I'm going to go pray to the allergy gods that I get some relief the rest of the day. Because, girl, I don't even think I have, like, Benadryl or even, like a nasal spray. I don't think I have anything else. Also, I have to, like, drive and work. So I couldn't even take Benadryl if I wanted to. Anyway, y'all, I hope that you have a wonderful week and a fun weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.